They mocked his height. They hated his success. They shut the door of mercy in his face. But one day, a rejected man climbed a tree, and Jesus stopped the whole city just for him.
The city of Jericho woke that morning with a strange energy in the air. It was not the usual noise of traders shouting prices or children running through narrow streets. It was louder, heavier, charged with expectation. People whispered from doorway to doorway. Women leaned out of windows. Men stood at corners, scanning the dusty road that led into the city. One name was on every lip: Jesus. "He is coming today," someone whispered. "He healed the blind man outside the gate," another replied. "They say he speaks like no other man." The news spread like wildfire through Jericho. Crowds began to gather long before Jesus arrived. Some came because they believed he was the Messiah. Others came because they wanted miracles. Some came only out of curiosity, and some came with hardened hearts, ready to judge and criticize. But among all the people in Jericho, there was one man whose heart beat faster than the rest. His name was Zacchaeus, and he was a man surrounded by limitations.
Zacchaeus was not poor. In fact, he was very rich. The Bible describes him clearly in Luke 19:2. "And behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, which was the chief among the publicans, and he was rich. He lived in a fine house. His table never lacked food. His clothes were expensive. Gold coins filled his chests. But wealth did not bring him peace. Zacchaeus was a tax collector, a publican. Worse still, he was the chief among them. To his fellow Jews, that title was a mark of shame. Tax collectors worked for the Roman government, collecting money from their own people. Many of them cheated, demanded more than required, and kept the excess for themselves. Because of this, tax collectors were hated. They were called traitors. They were seen as thieves. They were treated as sinners beyond redemption. People spat when Zacchaeus passed by. Mothers pulled their children away from him. Religious leaders refused to pray with him. He was excluded from fellowship, shut out of respect, cut off from love. No matter how much money he had, Zacchaeus lived with the weight of rejection. And deep inside him was a longing he could not silence, a hunger money could not satisfy.
Zacchaeus carried another limitation, one that everyone could see. He was short. Not just slightly short. The Bible emphasizes it clearly. Luke 19:3 says, "And he sought to see Jesus who he was, and could not for the press, because he was little of stature." From childhood, Zacchaeus had known mockery. People laughed at him. They called him names. They treated him as insignificant. When crowds gathered, he was always at the back. When men stood tall, he disappeared among them. His physical stature became a symbol of how small the world made him feel. And now, on the most important day of his life, his height threatened to stop him again. Jesus was coming. Zacchaeus wanted to see him. But the crowd was thick. The people pressed together tightly. Taller men stood in front. No one made space for him. No one cared enough to let him through. Once again, Zacchaeus was invisible.
I think I see him coming.
Move aside, let us through. It's too crowded.
The crowd that day was not neutral. They did not simply block Zacchaeus by accident. Many recognized him. Some whispered, "That's the tax collector." Others sneered, "Let him stay behind." No one invited him forward. No one helped him. No one said, "Make way." Because rejection has a way of becoming communal. When people decide you are unworthy, they unite in keeping you down. Zacchaeus stood on the edge of the crowd, watching heads and shoulders block his view. He strained his neck. He stood on tiptoe. Still,
he could not see Jesus. Every limitation in his life gathered at once. His past sins, his public reputation, his physical stature, the hostility of the crowd. Everything said, "You will not see Jesus today." But something rose up inside him. A decision. A holy desperation.
Zacchaeus could have turned back. He could have said, "It is not meant for me." He could have returned to his house, counted his money, and silenced the ache in his heart. But something in him refused to settle. He had heard too much about Jesus. He had heard that Jesus touched lepers. He had heard that Jesus forgave sinners. He had heard that Jesus ate with outcasts. And suddenly, Zacchaeus believed a dangerous thought. What if he would look at me differently? So Zacchaeus did something no wealthy, respected official would normally do. He ran. Luke 19:4 says, "And he ran before and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was to pass that way." A rich man running through the streets, a chief tax collector climbing a tree, dignity abandoned, pride forgotten, reputation ignored. Zacchaeus rose above limitation by humility.
He's almost here. I can't believe it. I hope he looks up.
The sycamore tree was not chosen by accident. It was a common tree with low branches that made climbing possible. To others, it was ordinary. To Zacchaeus, it became a ladder of faith. As he climbed, dust stained his fine clothes. Scratches marked his hands. People stared. Some laughed. Look at him. The rich sinner has lost his mind. But Zacchaeus did not come to impress people. He came to see Jesus. From the branches, he finally had a clear view of the road. He waited, heart pounding, breath held, watching as Jesus approached. And then, something unexpected happened. Jesus stopped.
Peace I leave with you.
Jesus stood directly beneath the tree. The crowd fell silent. Zacchaeus froze. Then Jesus looked up. Eye contact. Direct. Personal. Life-changing. Luke 19:5 records the moment. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him and said unto him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must abide at thy house. Jesus knew his name. Jesus did not avoid him. Jesus invited himself into his life. The word must changed everything. This was not chance. This was divine appointment.
Zacchaeus, be quick and come down. I am going to your house today.
The crowd reacted immediately. Luke 19:7 says, And when they saw it, they all murmured, saying that he was gone to be guest with a man that is a sinner. They could not believe it. Jesus, the holy teacher, Jesus, the miracle worker, going to the house of a sinner? But grace has never asked for permission from public opinion. Zacchaeus climbed down quickly, trembling with joy. For the first time in his life, someone holy wanted him. Not his money, not his position, him.
The Father loves a repentant heart, my friend. Walk with me in peace. He dines with tax collectors and sinners.
Inside Zacchaeus' house, something deeper than conversation took place. This was not just a visit, it was a confrontation with truth. As Jesus sat at his table, Zacchaeus stood, exposed, undone, changed. Then he spoke words that revealed a transformed heart. Luke 19:8 says, And Zacchaeus stood and said unto the Lord, Behold, Lord, The half of my goods I give to the poor. And if I have taken anything from any man by false accusation, I restore him fourfold. This was not forced repentance. This was willing surrender. Grace produced generosity, love produced justice, and counter produced transformation.
I will change my ways.
I will give half of my wealth to the poor, Lord, and if I have cheated anyone, I will pay them back 4 times over.
Jesus responded with words that echoed through eternity. Luke 19:9-10 says, "And Jesus said unto him, This day is salvation come to this house, for so much as he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost." Zacchaeus was no longer defined by his past. He was restored. He was redeemed. He was found.
Can do.
Oh, thank you, Master.
Zacchaeus rose above physical limitation by climbing higher, social limitation by ignoring the crowd, moral limitation by embracing repentance, spiritual limitation by responding to grace. The man who was once hidden became seen. The man once rejected became accepted. The man once lost became saved.
Welcome, Zacchaeus.
Thank you, truly. It is wonderful to see you all.
We missed you.
Zacchaeus teaches us this powerful truth. No limitation is strong enough to stop a determined heart from meeting Jesus. Your past cannot cancel your future. Your size cannot stop God's call. Your reputation cannot silence grace. Your sin cannot outrun mercy. If you are willing to climb above shame, pride, fear, and public opinion, Jesus will stop for you, because he is still seeking, he is still saving, and he still calls people by name.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share to bless a soul that needs to rise above limitations.